Saya sedikit risau ya bila dijemput duduk di atas pentas, di atas kerusi ini. Saya ingat, maybe they know something that I don't know. But the truth is, saya merasa bangga bersama kawan-kawan saya ini di atas pentas. I am proud to stand with them. Dan bila saya nampak kawan-kawan saya di atas pentas ini, saya ingat, inilah satu Malaysia. Yes, inilah satu Malaysia. Semua pun kena di bawah Akta Hasutan. No one is spared. Pagi tadi ada lagi satu bangsa ya, Akta Hasutan. Victor Wong, is he here? No. Victor Wong, do you know about Victor Wong? Selepas tahanan PPS berlaku di Penang, baru-baru ini Victor telah pun tweet ya, and in English, he said bastardization of PDRM thanks to ruthless IGP Heinrich Himmler of Malaysia. Itulah yang ditweet oleh Victor, dan oleh sebab itu dia telah pun disiasatkan di bawah heret ke mahkamah, di bawah Akta Sedition ya. He immediately apologized. Do you remember that? When the IGP said we're going to take action, he immediately apologized. But it made no difference. They still took him before the court. And I don't know why. Maybe to prove that the IGP is not Heinrich Himmler. Maybe. But we have another casualty under the Sedition Act. Edmund Bond, a lawyer who gave a legal opinion to say non-Muslims are not subject to fatwa. An opinion I agree with. I share this opinion, and many lawyers share this opinion. It may be a wrong opinion, but that is our view. It is a legal view. Zaid Ibrahim today, actually, just as I was coming here, I saw an article written by him, and he said, it is time that the Home Minister tell us what exactly are you saying will amount to sedition. We are all confused. Betul tak? We are all keliru because we don't know. There are some things you can be as extreme as you want. Some people, they can attack the Chinese, they can attack the Christians, they can attack anyone they want, and nothing happens to them. And yet there are others who give a legal point of view and find themselves being charged under the Sedition Act. So, UMNO Celaka, that's another, of course, there is a dispute whether those were the exact words that Brian spoke. UMNO Celaka is also seditious. What about DAP Celaka? Seditious girl. What do you think? DAP Celaka, seditious, possible? MIC Celaka? MCA Celaka? What do you think? Are those all seditious as well? Statements made from 2 years ago. YB Niza is being charged for criminal defamation, bukan sedition, itu lebih teruk, ya. For criminal defamation for something said 2 years ago. Others are being charged for statements made 2 years ago. If 2 years ago, 2 years has passed and there has been no problem because of what they said, how can it be seditious? How can it be seditious? In fact, we would have forgotten what X said yesterday. We have forgotten by today because tiap-tiap hari we get some very interesting news in Malaysia. Like one thing, never a dull moment in Malaysia, right? So we forget very quickly what people have said yesterday because something new is happening today. But 2 years ago, what Edmund said, they dig it up, they put it in a charge and remind us what Edmund said. Something we probably would have forgotten. So this is what's going on at the moment. Now, Eric said, Ops Lalang Kedua. Adakah ini Ops Lalang Kedua? Do you think this is Ops Lalang Kedua? Ya? Yeah? Tetapi, saya ingin memberitahu ya kepada kerajaan, kita bukanlah lalang. We are not lalang. We will not bend, although you carry on perpetrating this injustice upon ordinary Malaysians who are just expressing their opinions. We will not stand by. I'm delighted to see so many of you here today, because it is important we stand together, and it's important we tell them they are not alone. Are they alone? No. We will stand with them. We will stand with them. Nobody will be alone. Now, under the Sedition Act, you have what is called seditious tendency. That's what they're charging people. What does seditious tendency mean? One of the meanings is if you utter words that would bring into hatred or contempt or excite disaffection against the government. That is one of the limbs. That you would bring into hatred. You say something that you bring into hatred the government. Let me say this. It is not words that are bringing the government into hatred or contempt. It is what they are doing to us that is bringing them into hatred and contempt. The way they treat their citizens, enough is enough. Every day there is another charge. Today, Suara Keadilan, am I right? There was a raid on Suara Keadilan. That's another angle that they are pursuing. So what is their intention? That half the citizens of Malaysia should have a criminal record? Is that what they want? Now, we must not fear this. We must not fear this, because this is a different generation. This is a different age. This is the information age. We know what is right and wrong. We're getting information. You cannot do this to an informed people. You're not doing this to idiots. You're doing this to a citizenry who is interested in the future of this country. And that must stop, because it will never work. It will never work. Now, we are told it is important for the security of the nation. Who is threatening the security of this nation really? At the end of the day, we have heard the most extreme things being said. You know who I'm talking about, huh? Extreme things being said, and still we are peaceful and carrying on. If we can put up with that, then anything that these people here have said amounts to nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, when I look at them, they can actually, kalau masuklah penjara, I hope not, they can actually set up another political party, I think. Another, when they come out, there'll be another opposition. Half the opposition is there. Now, there is one institution, and I'll finish off with this. There is one institution who can stop this nonsense. Do you know who that is? Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not getting an answer. It should jump out. The judiciary. The only institution that stands between the people and abuse of power is the judiciary. And they must stand up for the rakyat now. They must do the right thing. I had so much hope when I saw the judgment in the Teo Beng Hock case. Did you see that? We all knew justice was done. That's the thing about judgments. Just because it's couched in legal language, it doesn't mean the rakyat don't understand when justice is done. We all know when justice is done, and we all know when injustice is perpetrated. And right now what's happening to these people is an injustice, and that's why you are all here, and I thank you all for being here and standing with me. So the judiciary can make all the difference. Now, that Teo Beng Hock judgment is about stopping abuse of power. That's what it was, ultimately. It's about making people accountable for abuse of power. That is what we hope to see the judiciary do when all these charges come before them. If our judiciary can come up with a judgment like the Teo Beng Hok judgment, which I commend, then it is capable of standing between the rakyat and the abuse of power by the state. They are the only ones who can do it. They are our only hope. And I hope and pray that the people can celebrate the independence of the judiciary when they come out and say what is happening here is not acceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say about the issues relating to sedition. I would like to remind the leaders actually that, and I know I can see Datuk Saifuddin, the lone voice in the wilderness a little bit here and there, and I commend you for being here. I commend you for what you say. You are not here to win popularity contests. How wonderful is that? But those in authority must remember, this will not work. We have real enemies out there. We have corruption. We have crime. We have dengue fever. We have all sorts of things out there. There's a possible Ebola case in Sarawak. That's what we should be concentrating on, not fighting your citizens here. You want to show your pahlawan? You fight that. You bring corruption under control. That will make you a pahlawan. Not this. Not this. This is cowardice. This is cowardice. What they're doing is fighting words with force. But how do they fight your thoughts? Because at the end of the day, they can only win when they win your hearts and minds. When they win the hearts and minds of the people. Right now, they have lost. They have lost the hearts and minds of the people. And if I were them, I would truly worry about that. Now, final thing, you all know about Negaraku. We're having a picnic rakyat tomorrow morning. Sorry, a little bit of a, I've got a poster I was supposed to put up. Picnic rakyat in Taman Jaya, 8:30 to 10. Please join us. The point of that is to reconnect with Malaysians. If Malaysians have to take on the responsibility of uniting the nation, let's do it. Let's do it. If you can't come to Taman Jaya, do a picnic raya wherever you are. With that, ladies and gentlemen, terima kasih. Salam sejahtera.